It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
Ding dong. It's Friday. That means you got to get your buzz on, right? Not while you're driving, because cops don't like that. The insurance companies don't like it. Your family doesn't like it, and the guy you plow into don't like it. Nobody likes it except you. So wait till you get home, and then, spark it up, hit it up, whatever you got to do to take the edge off. And I do understand, getting home and having a drink or blowing a little weed or, I don't know, doing a couple lines. I do understand taking the edge off and leaving reality for a while, because reality is boring. Reality could be tough, and that sometimes it does it. I mean, people overdo it. They end up in rehab. I've seen friends do that. I had a friend of mine who drank too much, and he was going to have his parents were all together, and it was going to be, what do they call that, where you get in a circle and you talk to the guy? Intervention. Yeah. I guess I blocked that word from my vocabulary. So there was an intervention at a hotel, and it was a bunch of his friends, his parents, his coworkers, his mom, and a bunch of folks were there. An aunt was there as well. And you take turns speaking. And one of my friends, I'm not going to mention his name, started speaking, and then he started laughing uncontrollably. What? That this guy got to that point in his life where now he has to have an intervention. And he couldn't stop laughing, and they threw him out. They threw him out of an intervention. For laughing at this guy. Yeah,
it's a little insensitive.
It was radically insensitive. But then the guy who is the inventioneer, is that what they call him? He started laughing too at everybody. And that was a very serious moment. I shouldn't have been laughing at anybody. All right, we've got something that we have never done before. But we've had so many people text us and write us and DM us and email us and write letters through the mail. Can I please go? Can I please go to this party tomorrow? I've been dying to go to this party. So I personally called Morongo. And I talked to the guys who run Morongo. And I said, hey, is there any way we can sneak another 20 people in? And they said, well, it's we got a lot of people up there. We'd have to bring somebody on. I said, I'll pay for it, whatever it is. Maybe we can sneak 10. Is it 20 more plus one or 10 more plus one?
I think it was 10.
10
plus,
more plus one?
Right?
10? Okay, so 20 people.
Do 20. I don't know. It's up to you.
All right. Well, but anyway, if you want to go, there's 20 more spaces that have opened up. 20. So here's what you do. All right. I'm going to explain it to you it's very easy to do this. You may not be picked, but it's very easy to do it. Email us, conwayshow@iheartmedia.com, and just put Morongo in the subject line. Now, what will get you not invited is a very long email about Bellio's hair, or Bellio has cheese on her shirt, or Bellio's shoes, or Bellio's mom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the long emails that Bellio hates. So just emails, put Morongo in the subject line. Do it right now, and you could get one ticket plus another one to the big party tomorrow, Morongo. It's going to be great.
That was really nice of you to do that.
Oh, thank you very much. Seriously. I appreciate that, Bellio. Yeah, well, that's why I did it. To get a little praise around here.
Compliment. You don't.
That's right.
Okay. This is interesting. So you don't feel that was an attack?
No, because I brought it on myself. I didn't. I started the attack. That's not an attack.
There's a lot of rules to this attack.
No, like if you were to give me a gift, you attacked me.
I did attack you on your birthday.
Yes, you did. You gave me a nice gift card to Novo Cafe.
Well, it was your favorite. So that attack you did not like.
No, I got to attack back. Now I got to attack you.
I'm okay with that.
And I've been almost my whole life, I've considered anyone who gives me a gift a personal attack. And I've got to attack them back. And so if you bring a gift tomorrow to Morongo, I'm going to attack you back.
You're going to buy everybody gifts?
No, I'm going to attack back. I don't know how, but I'm going to attack back. But that's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow, Bellio. That's
I'm so
very
excited.
exciting.
It's like my favorite day of the year. It's so much fun.
Monks, are you going? Michael Monks is in for Crozier tonight. Are you going tomorrow night?
You know what? I happen to host the number one talk show on Saturday nights, and I can't get out there. Otherwise, what will people listen to?
That's right. That's right. All right. So you're
sorry
out.
to miss it.
No, maybe next year.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Yeah.
You
Whatever.
could listen to the number 2 talk show.
Ooh, yeah.
Something.
Maybe you could pre-record it and, throw it on the air. All right. So it's Conway Show at iHeartMedia.com. And do it now while you're thinking about it, unless you're driving, then do it when you get home. And they're going to pick 10 more people plus one, and you could be a late entry. That's exciting. Conway Show at iHeartMedia.com. We have the Dodgers coming up. What time is kickoff tonight? Is that 5:38? Okay. 5:38. The Los Angeles Dodgers are looking to sweep the Milwaukee Brewers. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Maybe they did. Maybe if you're a big Dodger fan, you did. But if they win tonight, they're going to get a week off, which is scary, which is not good for the Dodgers. Anytime they've had 4, 5, 6 days off, their bats get cold. They, the timing is off, and it's not good for the Dodgers. So I hope they win tonight, but I hope they stay in shape and maybe have a scrimmage or a practice game to stay sharp. Stay sharp. And if they win tonight, man, is that embarrassing. For the best record in baseball this year was the Milwaukee Brewers. And for them to go down 4 straight to the Dodgers, Dodgers filled with these rookies with a low payroll, barely enough guys on the field to get by. A team that's, an expansion team that's just trying to make it in the league. And it's going to be hopefully a great game. Hopefully it's going to be 12-0 Dodgers after the second inning. That would be great. All right, so the Dodgers tonight, 5:38. We'll follow that for you and keep you up to scores, and that will be awesome. All right, Dodgers tonight. Ohtani is on the mound. So let's get a little piece of this, and then we'll get to Monks here. Ohtani pitching tonight.
The Dodgers have, quote, sweep dreams tonight. We thought we'd bust out one of the greatest quotes in LA sports history. It was back in 2009 in the NBA Finals. The Lakers led Orlando 2-0, and the late, great Kobe Bryant said, quote,
"It's not over until it's over." Is that what that was his quote?
"Job's not finished." That's the
job's not finished. All right.
Job's not finished. That's the Dodgers' mantra as they have a commanding 3-0 lead against the Milwaukee Brewers in this NLCS. Now, the Dodgers are trying to win the pennant for the 26th time in franchise history. Last year, of course, they won the World Series. That was their 8th title. And the mission since they arrived at spring training has been to try to become the first team in a quarter of a century to win the World Series. Tonight, they'll put the ball in the hands of their best player, the best player in sports, defending MVP, Shohei Ohtani.
Bellio, I wonder if you can get away with this quote nowadays. It's not over until the fat lady sings. Is that something you can do nowadays? I don't think you can, right? I mean, look, we can say it here in bringing it up and asking, but like if, I don't know, if Rick Monday said it, I bet he'd get a lot of emails, It's not
probably.
It's not over till, but that's an old saying that everybody knows.
Honestly,
Let's start a new one.
Okay, it's not over. It's not over until the average weighted woman sings. Is that a little clunky?
Honestly, I have zero emotions.
It's not over until the lady on Ozempic sings. Clunky.
No, it's not over until the well-fed lady sings.
Oh, that might still, signal fat. Yeah, I don't know. We'll work on it.
How about it's not over till we all sing? No.
Perfect.
Like Kobe said, the job's not done, so we got to keep going. And
I like how they always quote Kobe Bryant, like "job's not done," like he's, like that was, something he created in the 1400s, and he's this like messiah. Job's not done. It seems pretty simple, I mean, hey, put those bricks, on that truck. Well, there's some bricks on the floor. Well, put them on the truck. Job's not done. I mean, something like you would say in any business. Any business. Job's not done. I don't know. It seems odd.
like
Like Kobe said, the job's not done, so we got to do.
I don't think you need to quote Kobe that. You could just say the job's not done. I don't think you have to quote Kobe Bryant. I think it's insulting to him. You know, a guy was one of the greatest basketball players in the history of the world. And there's that lame quote that's out there. Job's not done. All right. He's probably had a million quotes that are better than that. Million. And they insult him by bringing up that one. And I won't do that. I don't do that to Kobe Bryant.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
Dodgers start at 5:38. We'll have all the score for you all night long, so you can keep it here on KFI. We'll watch it for you and then give you the score, so you don't have to watch it. I was at Trader Joe's about a week and a half ago with my wife. I'm a new Trader Joe's customer. I wasn't a big fan of Trader Joe's. I don't like the small parking lots, and I don't know. I like my real products in my real grocery stores. Lay's potato chips, Newts and ice cream, Buttig meat. I like all these brand names. And when I went to Trader Joe's, I couldn't find any of my brand names. I wanted, Mr. Peanut. I wanted Kellogg's Corn Flakes or Frosted Flakes. I think Frosted Flakes is the best cereal ever made.
Really?
I don't think there's anything close
than Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. Yeah. And I eat them sort of an odd way. I don't put milk in them. I just eat them dry. And I don't like with all the sugar at the bottom. So I use a strainer, like you would use to strain, pasta. And I pour a bowl into the strainer, shake it for about a minute, and then put it back in the bowl and eat them. Kind of an odd guy, huh?
Kind of.
Interesting guy to live with, huh? Hey, what are you doing? I'm just straining my cereal.
You strain your cereal.
That's right.
No milk.
Right. That's right.
You take the sugar off of it.
I take the bottom sugar. And the small pieces, they all disappear.
And so what is it that you like about it?
Big flakes.
You like the big flakes?
Big dry flakes.
You should try honeycomb.
No. I'm not into. I need the corn. Is honeycomb? Is that wheat? I think they used to call Sugar Smacks. Wasn't it wheat?
Monks knows this one.
Honeycombs, I believe, are made by cartoon bees, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. All right. Well, then they sound good. But I was looking around Trader Joe's with my wife, and I saw these things that look like Uncrustables, and I thought, wow, these are Uncrustables. These are, the Smuckers Uncrustables. And then I looked at them closely, and they're not. They're everything on there except it says it has the same, pattern, the same shape where it's pressed around, the crust is taken off, it has a bite taken out of it, comes in the same flavors. And I even picked it up and I showed my wife, I go, hey, how do you think they get away with this? With having a treat here that's exactly like an Uncrustable, except they don't use the name Uncrustable.
What name do they use?
I forget what they use, but it's in the freezer section. If you walk into the one in Burbank.
They call them Trader Joe's PB&J sandwiches.
Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
Okay. But if you go into where the desserts are, where the ice cream is and all that stuff, it's right on the right-hand side there. And they look great. And my wife is a big fan of those Uncrustables. She loves those. I am too. Man. Do you wait for them to thaw?
Sometimes when I like them when they're not completely thawed. How delicious is that?
Right. Anyway, so I guess, look, I had nothing to do with this, Trader Joe's, so don't blame me. But I guess the people at Smuckers want to have a chaw and a talk with you about your new TJ's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich similarities would have Trader Joe's in a jam. This morning, Smuckers, maker of the popular Uncrustables, is suing Trader Joe's, accusing the grocery chain of selling an obvious copycat. A lawsuit says Trader Joe's crustless peanut buttered strawberry jam sandwiches infringe.
What, is that the title of them?
A lawsuit says Trader Joe's crustless peanut buttered strawberry jam sandwiches
God almighty, imagine how long this trial's going to be. Every time they say the name of it, it's going to be 10 minutes.
Trader Joe's crustless peanut buttered strawberry jam sandwiches infringe on the Uncrustables' trademarked round shape and crimped edges.
I think Smuckers is right. I think they might have to uncrimp the edges and take the picture with the bite out of it off the box.
The lawsuit also says the picture on the box showing a bite taken out of a sandwich.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed exactly that. Man, I could be a lawyer on this case.
Is too similar to the Uncrustables box. Smucker says it has no issue with others selling prepackaged, frozen, thaw-and-eat crustless sandwiches.
All right.
But cannot allow Trader Joe's to mimic design and packaging that make Uncrustables a nearly billion-dollar brand.
Wow.
This lawsuit seeks damages, a share of Trader Joe's profits, and a court order to stop Trader Joe's from selling its version.
Okay, so if you like those sandwiches, you better slide in there tonight and pick those up. They might be off the shelves very, very soon.
Smucker says it's out to stop the spread of consumer confusion caused by imitation.
I think it's a money grab. But I like, that's really a great brand name, Smuckers. I think everybody has had a positive experience with that brand name.
Well, with a name like Smuckers,
it's got to be good.
It's got to be good.
But that's the treat that you had. I mean, like, I think that's the first sandwich you could make for yourself is a peanut butter and jelly. Is that popular in Kentucky, Monks?
Peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah.
Oh, it's my absolute favorite food.
Isn't it the best? It reminds me of summer for some reason.
You know, I don't know how much time you spend in the break room here. Probably a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, there was half a peanut butter sandwich just sitting on the free table all day yesterday.
You ate it.
I almost did. I didn't. But
man, you are radio.
At first, I was angry about it. Who does that? Who abandons a PB&J?
Sure.
But then 2 hours later, I was almost desperate enough.
Yeah. That's you have radio in your blood, bub. You know, picking stuff up off the counter, not knowing how long it's been there and just wolfing it down.
Yeah, the station has made me bleed multiple times. You're right.
You know, they had, it's about 6-7 weeks ago, there was a big plate of sushi that was in the break room.
Oh, stop.
And it was room temperature. Ugh. And I saw Bellio eyeballed. She didn't take any.
Bellio.
But she was close. She was taking a lead off first on these.
Well, I was mad that they teased me with it.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
Dodgers start in 1 hour from right now. So if you're on the freeway trying to get to Dodger Stadium, you have 1 hour to get into your seat. 1 hour from now. Is Angel Martinez with us? Angel, you with us? Where's Angel? She not with us today? Oh, she's not there. She might be getting herself an Uncrustable. She likes those. Just want to see what the traffic was. I can look it up myself. I'm going to do you a solid here and figure out what your traffic is like around Dodger Stadium. So bear with me. All right, let's find out what what we're doing here with Dodger Stadium. All right, let's go to Google Maps. Boom. I'm on Google Maps, and I got traffic in, and here we go. All right, if you're on the 5 freeway going south towards Dodger Stadium, you're backed up all the way to Magnolia, actually Burbank. So if you're southbound on the 5 freeway, you're backed up to Burbank. If you're heading east on the 134, right around Buena Vista is where the backup there, all the way to Dodger Stadium. And if you're on the 2 freeway, heading south towards the 5, that backup is about to York Boulevard in that area. And Angel's back with us. Oh, man, I was panicking. I don't know how to do this.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But you know what's great is if you're on the 110 southbound coming out of South Pasadena, man, that's wide open.
It is wide open, but that can change quickly because just maybe 2 reports ago, I know, you're welcome, the 2 southbound was wide open just a couple of reports ago. Oh, wow,
okay.
And now it's loading up from York, so it's tough out there.
All right, and then if you're on the 101 going south towards the stadium, a little heavy in Hollywood, and then it really backs up when you get down towards Little Armenia, which is, I don't know, what is that, Sunset or Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah. And it backs up there all the way. Now, what about people coming from Orange County, and they're big Dodger fans? They've left the Angels organization, and they're coming northbound on the 110 freeway. Where is that backup? Is that all the way to the 105 or beyond?
Yeah, so the 110 northbound is pretty jammed from just before the 105 all the way to the 5 in Elysian Park. But you know, also coming out of Orange County, that 5 northbound slows all the way out of Irvine. There's a little opening right around the 91 freeway, but maybe a mile or two at the most. And then you're on the brakes ahead all the way back to the 134. It's so tough.
And what about the 10 coming out of Santa Monica? Is that heavy?
Oh, yeah, that's a bit heavier than usual. It's eased up just a pinch since earlier. It was backing up all the way from Lincoln, but now it's still slow, but just from 20th Street all the way into downtown. You know what's also tough is the 101. You do have those delays that you mentioned in Hollywood, but overall, it's loading up out of Agora Hills, getting away from just about Canaan Road.
That's where a lot of Dodger fans are in Thousand Oaks, and they want to get to the game. And now, you're right. Agora Hills, there's a nice El Pollo Loco out there right off Canaan. But so Canaan all the way to Dodger Stadium is going to be a mess. You get about a mile relief between Calabasas and Topanga, and a little bit of relief when you approach the 405. But for the most part, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
You had to leave earlier. What are you doing leaving an hour before the game on a Friday? Who does that? But Angel, it looks especially tough today for a Friday. Is that just me, or is that your perception as well?
No, that's my perception as well, Timmy. I mean, everyone's trying to make their way into Dodger Stadium.
That's right. It's a big game. All right, it starts at 5:38. Thank you, Angel Martinez.
You got it.
So if you're headed towards the stadium, you might be a little late, but you've got nobody to blame for that but yourself, because it's a Friday in Los Angeles and you left an hour before that game starts. How dare you? How dare you? You got expensive tickets. You want to get a couple of beers and a couple of dogs in you. Get to the game early. Get to the stadium an hour or an hour and a half early. It's great for your nerves. You can relax. You can walk around the stadium and see all the improvements. Maybe you can run into people there. You can text a friend. Oh, I didn't know you were here. Oh, I'll come down and meet you. But that's a great vibe to get there early. But, man, if you're on the freeway right now and you're in Calabasas, you're not going to get there for the start of that game. I hate to say it, but I can't tell you how many times I've told people, I was born and raised here. I'm not just some kind of, country bumpkin from Kentucky. Sorry, Monks. Sorry, Monks.
I wasn't listening.
Okay. Welcome to the club. But you've got to leave early. It's like, I bet you, Monks, when this is probably the same thing that happens in Kentucky. People go to Kentucky and they say, oh, I'll leave an hour before the Kentucky Derby, no problem. And they're not, and they don't make it. You've got to leave early. I mean, I've only been to the Kentucky Derby once in my life. I cannot believe the traffic trying to get to Churchill Downs on the first Saturday in May.
I mean, there's 100,000 people there.
Easily.
Yeah, and it's in the middle of the city.
Yes.
Just like, Dodger Stadium is kind of in the middle of the city.
That's right.
It's not made for that.
It is really tough to get in there. All right. Anyway, try to get there. If you don't get there, keep it on KFI. We'll have traffic updates for you until the game starts with starring Angel Martinez. You want me to say that? And
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. But it's not like every time or just that once.
You know what to do.
She wants it every time.
I know. Starring. Let me write this down. Martinez. Starring Angel Martinez.
With a smile. Say it with a smile, Bellio. Yeah. Come on.
Who okayed that?
Starring Angel Martinez.
Did Brian Long okay that?
Yes, Brian okayed it.
And why do we have a note on that? Why did we get a note on that?
Because we haven't been doing it.
Okay. All right. So it says here, when you do traffic, please introduce Angel Martinez as starring Angel Martinez. Okay. All right. God almighty, it gets weirder every day around here.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
Dodger game starts in a little less than an hour. If you're on your way there, lots of heavy traffic around Dodger Stadium. The entire loop around downtown Los Angeles is jammed. 10 on the south side, 110 on the west side, and then the 101 on the north side, and then I think it's a 10 and the 101 on the east side, but it's all effed up, all of it. And it's impossible to get there. So be patient. You'll eventually get there and enjoy the game. but it starts in 40 minutes. So I hope you slide in there. All right, if you're driving in Los Angeles, you know, like I do, where the busy freeways are, where the dangerous ones are, but you may not know where the dangerous intersections are, where you could get killed or wiped out. Well, I'm going to let you know, so maybe you can avoid them. Let's find out where you might get wiped out.
The second you exit a freeway in Los Angeles, you may be headed into one of the most dangerous intersections in the city.
What?
The lights on the freeway over there tend to be very difficult to time correctly.
Look closely at this map, and you probably notice most of the red dots denoting the intersections with the most crashes causing injury or death are either near the 405 in the San Fernando Valley or along the 110 in South LA. There's good reason for it, too, according to Crosstown editor and USC professor Gabriel Kahn, who helped compile the car crash data from LAPD.
Traffic and turning and lane changing going on in those situations, but there's also a lot of people coming off driving 70 miles an hour and then entering a city street.
At Sepulveda and Roscoe, which was number 2 on the list, there were 6.
Did you hear that? Sepulveda and Roscoe, number 2 in the city.
At Sepulveda and Roscoe, which was number 2 on the list, there were 65 serious crashes the last 4 years.
Wow.
Drivers here aren't surprised. There's a major wreck once every 3 weeks.
Everybody just tries to rush in and go in front of everybody.
At the convenience store on the corner, manager Sean El Arab says he gets constant requests from people in car crashes to review his security video.
You know, some people claim it wasn't my fault, and I was like, you know, when you look at the videos and like people try to make a right turn from the second lane.
Just down Roscoe, another intersection that cracked the top 5 at Van Nuys Boulevard with 59 serious wrecks and a disturbing 14 felony hit and runs. The data put together not just to let drivers know which...
Yeah, that's a busy one. Burbank and Sepulveda is also very busy. That's where it crosses over the freeway, over the 405 freeway, and it goes downhill. And if you're not familiar with that, if you're going eastbound on Burbank, coming out of the dam and the Sepulveda Basin area, and you're flying on Burbank, once you hit the 405, there's a tremendous hill there, and the decline goes right into Sepulveda Boulevard. I see wrecks there all the time. Sepulveda and Burbank.
The data put together not just to let drivers know which intersections to avoid, but for those who live or work in those areas and can't detour around these streets to see if there's a way to make it safer.
That the people in those communities who are actually quite aware of this then have the data to complain and raise a stink with their city council person, with their neighborhood council, with the Department of Transportation, and demand some type of mitigation.
I asked Khan if there were any places that maybe surprised him, and he said downtown LA sure has a lot of cars, but they're not moving particularly fast. So he was surprised that this time around there were more downtown LA intersections on that most dangerous list. In Van Nuys, Tim Caputo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
So on the 110 in South Los Angeles and then along the 405 in the Valley, that's where the dangerous intersections are. Got to be careful. Please be careful. All right, we just heard, we don't have time for that. Oh, hell. All right, we'll do it when we come back. But the Olympics are 1,000 days from today. That's when the Olympics start. I think it's July 14th. 1,000 days from today. We only have 1,000 days to clean up this hellhole. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. I don't know what we're going to do. You know, with the homeless, with the graffiti. That building downtown Los Angeles, that skyscraper that's littered with graffiti, that's been up there for 3 or 4 years. And we've done nothing about that. Monks, you always report on that. Is that still there?
It is. It's not been 3 or 4 years.
It's been 100 years.
It's been a year, and it's been too long. And, you know, it's been maybe almost 2 years, actually. But, you know, a year ago, I did a story involving a real estate agent who said it was going to be sold by October of last year. But but it's not. And it's still an absolute disaster.
And it's right in a place where a lot of visitors to Los Angeles go. They go to crypto to see the Lakers or the Kings, or you know the opposing team if you're a Blackhawks fan or a Pistons fan, whatever. And that's what you see of LA.
It is an absolute trophy example of Los Angeles.
That's right.
Today.
It should be on the flag. That building should be on the Los Angeles flag.
I know it was a very popular Halloween costume.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it was I saw some really good-looking pictures.
That's fantastic. All right, Dodger game starts in about 40 minutes, almost exactly 40 minutes from now. So get into that stadium. And if you're not quite there, don't worry about it. I'll give you scores and updates. We're live. Conway Show on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.